For 11 and a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Being chased out left. He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the Ravens 16-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a second down coming up. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They run. It's Mark Ingram. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from... And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Check 48, come on. Blue there. Hey, kill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Dak Prescott, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Up and over. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go to Elliott again. Design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on third and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, kill. 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. On first and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's enough.